Hello everyone, my name is Well, welcome back to Portal 2. So, we just got into a new act, The Fall. And I was actually going to play an episode of Riven today, but I'm having trouble and I don't know exactly how to solve the big puzzle that's right at me. And so, I'm just going to do a bit more Portal 2. Because, we just found way down. We got giant dome, dangerous burger. Just as much as a French gust of silly neurotoxin. Oh! I've never seen that before. Look at that giant crater. Test chamber was. That's the same for the rest. Let's go through here then. Oh. That was horrible camera position for that.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
I'm ready.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
That was so unbelievably close. There we go. Let's see the center of the aperture.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Comedic genius. Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was going to the edge. Well, I know exactly. Hold up. I know exactly what we're going to do. Oh, Geronimo. Delay. 000. What is that? Vacuum? Pump station alpha. Low pressure control. Wrong way. Failed those basic things. What is new in your eyes? guess so.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
You could just holding it as it goes up. But yeah, you've been flung down to the great abyss, which is oldness. And I got a drink.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt creating a dietetic putty substitute. It's true, the gel is a sweetener, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes, so you can ingest food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this project has been pulled from shells. For more information, consult the following tabs. Never mind, I found the buttons there. Boom. I like the little. Bruh. Wait, I'm pretty sure if you just like. Yeah, you can't get more compared to doing that. You get that much versus. Okay. That's informative.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Well, yeah, I like Kate Jobson. This is probably going to be my favorite character.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
And weren't wearing... What happened to the people who were? Prah! Oh, are you kidding? This little cart is going to make me want to commit genocide. We're here. It would have been smooth. Wait. Oh. Good. Boing. Okay. Oh, I wanted to pass back. No. I can't make anything smooth, can I? you kidding me? Oh my god.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys
quit.
gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
That's good to note.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. As the lab boys say, the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Okay, yeah, I like you, Johnson. But like, everything used to be made of asbestos. And asbestos isn't good, because for those of you who don't know, it causes lung cancer. And people tend to not like having lung cancer. Tend to have side effects such as dying. Not really that fun.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Everything in this show. Also, I was being smart. I should fire myself. Would Cave Johnson fire himself? No. So I won't. Because of persistence.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction. Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast. I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel.
All right.
Advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
So, don't do timey-wimey stuff. Good to know. Remember, if a future you tries to warn you about the test, don't listen. Alright. Imagine an alternate reality where you did interact with yourself and nothing happened. Anyway, so what were we doing again? Something about time travel? And God, most likely. Ow. Oh. I'm definitely going to that. I am correct. I think. Yep, I am correct. Ugh. Proof that everyone's bad. But me, I am the worst. Like we ever need proof for that. Okay. Now wait. Accelerate. Just like everything else in physics. Just like you. Just like JFK.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
So... That's pretty simple. Oh, that's pretty simple. Wait. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Bruh.
About why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Not you, test subject. You're doing fine. Yes, you. Box, you're stopped. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
That was fairly quick. Not too bad. But, that could not be any more obvious. And yet I still would miss it. Just only due to my idiot. I am the dumbest out of everyone here. I may be good at solving puzzles, but that does not mean that I am not an idiot. speedy down. This looks like a pretty big and important thing, so I'm gonna save it for now. So, until then, my name is Val, this is Portal 2, bye!